Welcome to this video on the simple scrub feature used in P6-Scrubber. P6-Scrubber will allow you to modify, delete, or remap data in your XML or XERs prior to import into your database. So I'm going to go into P6-Scrubber and I'm going to select the simple scrub option. I'm going to enable it. And I can see that I have a few things that I can do here. Now, this first part is a separator, which will be a common separator between the prefix and any data name that is in the XER file. And I can choose what I want to do with each one of those. I'm going to add a prefix to some of my data names so that when I import it, I will be able to see what imported with this file based on the prefix. I also have an option to remove certain pieces of data completely from my file. Now, in the case of a global calendar, I can actually choose to roll down that calendar so that any calendar that comes in is not going to overwrite or be added into my company's global calendars, but still maintain those calendars within that project itself. And then I'm also going to remove my resource shifts and curves to not import those. So now that I have that done, I can save my definition. I could add notes if I want to, and I can also choose whether I want to keep this as a personal definition that only I can use, whether I want to share it with a team of people, or whether I want to make it a global definition so that all users who are using P6-Scrubber can use it. In my case, I'm just going to save it as a personal definition. So once it's saved, I am able to scrub a file with that definition. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to scrub a file. I'm going to browse out and get the file that I want to scrub and process it. Once I've processed it, I can then view a report to see what P6-Scrubber did in that scrub process. So because I only enabled my simple scrub, I'm only getting details about that simple scrub on my report. If I scroll down a little further, I can see in my report what my settings were for that simple scrub, as well as all the changes that were made, whether they were deleted, whether they were added, and in the case of the calendars, I can see where they have been rolled down. Now, if I'm satisfied with this, I'm ready to download my results, and I can see that I have two files that are created for me. I have my first file, which is my cleaned XER, and it is appended with the date and time that it was scrubbed. And I also have an HTML copy of the report that we just looked at. So if I were wanting to share this result with an outside contractor or even portions of the report, I could copy and paste that into emails or a report or something else and share that along with some feedback. So let's see what it looks like when it's imported into P6. So I've already imported the file, and I have my simple scrub here, and I can see that I have a notebook topic that's been created, and that notebook topic is going to be the same report that we just looked at after we scrubbed the file. So as I scroll down, I can see those definitions as well as the results. Now, if I go into my resources for this particular file, I can see that all of my resources have been prefixed with that SCR and the dash. And I can go in and take a look at my calendars. I can see where my calendars have been rolled down to the project level, and those global calendars are actually prefixed with that SCR as well. If I go into my project codes, I am able to see that I have my prefixes again with that SCR for those project codes that were in my XCR file. And I can also go into my activity codes and I can see the same. So I have those prefixes there with that SCR on them. And lastly, my user-defined fields, I can find the same thing. So it's really easy to see that I can quickly create a simple prefix or choose not to import any type of data in my simple scrub area of P6-Scrubber. So if you'd like to know more information about P6-Scrubber, you can give us a call or you can visit our website. And not only do we have P6-Scrubber, but we also have other tools that you can use along with P6 to make your life easier in operating your P6 environment. Thank you for watching the video.